Hello everyone, MFPallytime here, and welcome back to Total War. Warhammer 3, our Grimgore Ironhide campaign, continues right now. As you can see, the expansion to the east has been going well. The western provinces have been beaten back, and we have not one, not two, but 3 orc armies in this area, currently capturing everything. We found a Dark Elf friend that we decided to at least start a non-aggression pact with. He's one of the 3 people I'm aware of on the map that actually thinks highly of me. Whoa! Kugath does as well, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to kill him pretty soon, so we don't want to be his friend. Rats have been causing a lot of trouble for us, both on our southwestern side as Urgok is surrounded. It doesn't look good. But Grimgore with his new quest gear, that's right, we did both of them in the last episode. We got Gitsnik and the Blood-Forged armor. He's about to start taking it to Clan Ferric, who has been pushing in from the north. If we can get the center of the desert under control, then we can start to worry about this coming down from the Chaos Wastes. That being said, we will win our campaign with the long campaign victory conditions if Scabby Eye dies to the very far west. We have a military alliance with the Crooked Moon, and we might be able to start to leverage that with a little bit of war coordination. Looks like it will take a bit more time, but that strat is in our back pocket. We could have them just go assassinate this faction in the future. We're at the end of turn 86, and I just wanted to set the scene. Let's see where this goes. Kugath has demolished a building previously owned by the western provinces. They have 2 settlements left. Oh, that was such a bad move. Well, Clan Ishan had 1 settlement prior to this. It's starting to take territory that I was backcapping away from the western provinces. We are at war with all of the Skaven, but this guy is allied with our Dark Elf friend. He's not going to like this. Because I'm definitely going to kill this rat now.
Let's have you then.
Olek!
So I can shove the words right back down your throat.
How are you, my friend? You want a peace treaty? Even if this is only temporary, this is a very good thing. This won't change how the Ever-Chosen views us, who's up here. He's still a massive, massive, massive threat. But if I let this go, then our northeastern border will be protected for at least a moment. These guys are his vassals. Right. So Dolgan does what Kolek wants. So that means my northeastern border will be secure. I do not think that treaty will hold. I think he will attack me. And that just means I can retaliate for free. So many of our armies are getting the plague because Kugath is still alive. Ugh, it's so obnoxious. We really got to get that guy out of here. Well, this does change a few things. Grizguts was going to take the Shrine of the Alchemist away from Kolek. But if we're not at war anymore, then perhaps I can start to use this to reinforce the desert to the west. Is it going to be faster for me to march or underway? Looks like march might be a little quicker. And I'll just start heading back towards home, I think. Yeah, we'll definitely go north. It would be easier to reach the desert from there. So I don't care if we lose this territory in the grand scheme of things. We need to move west for our long campaign victory. But I wanted to make sure our buildings were at least somewhat secure before that. We have 3 other armies in this same province ready to march. We're going to send Argor down towards the Shangwu settlement. This is their current capital, and it's been killed. Only had the garrison units inside of it. Now, my WA is going to be ending in 6 turns, so we are going to be significantly weaker at the end of those 6 turns. So I'm going to be pretty aggressive with our movements. We're going to march stance to the east towards the Baleful Hills. They may have had enough time to recruit their legendary lord again, but it doesn't look like that has happened. Now, I'm going to send a gift to our new friends of 4,000 gold because I want them to continue to like me right after I go kill their Skaven friends. You know, you really got to pick your alliances right. And this guy knew that they were at war with me. I can actually leverage that against him because I can attack without the fear of these guys pushing back against me. We have one orc in the area. It's Artifulatif. He's going to have to move a long way west. And you might as well stop in and kill their capital city while you're on the way, right? Hope we're still friends at the end of this, Dark Elves. Now, this is the situation we find Grimgore in. South of him, we are currently being sieged at the Tower of Gorgoth. If these armies continue to march south and we lose the Black Fortress, that means our recruitment hub for the south is going to be lost. Clan Rictus owns this and this, so that could very easily happen. However, if I just start ripping to the south, then Clan Ferric up here probably has a lot of room to expand. That being said, now that we are no longer fighting Kolek, I will march to the west. This is improving a little. He's definitely going to call war again. Slaga can start to worry about what's going on to the west of our capital. That way, if this rat moves east, we can at least defend that. Remember, we are recruiting another army right here as well. We are not going to be able to afford this pretty soon. Grimgore is within range of the Falls of Doom. He could take that, or he could march to try and save this building. I think that's the play. It would keep our income higher from this. It is a level 5 settlement after all. And if these guys decide to attack it now, maybe not. I was thinking we might be in range to help defend if they do go for it. That play would not have been possible if Kolek didn't decide to have a change of heart. So I'm actually very, very grateful. Basically everything northwest of Grimgore I cannot defend right now. So if it starts to be taken, we might just start gifting it to our little crooked moon friend here. Let him worry about this mountain range. That's his home at the end of the day. But let's not forget about the southwest. In between turns, all of these Skaven just scattered as we started to step up against them. We're still a little too out of range to do much of anything. There is a chance I might be able to corner this guy here. He may try to underway away. If he doesn't, well, we have 2 settlements. We might be able to pin him down. We also have the Abominations down here. This is a nomadic group that we have a peace treaty with that have been causing problems for Clan Rictus and Clan Moors. But they are looking pretty depleted at the moment. Rolling over to turn 87, it starts by Kugath reinforcing his army and moving another one north. We have to kill Kugath. Oh no. They decided to go north and take the Black Iron Mine. I wish I could make them hold out a little more. There's no way I can defend that. I can, however, retake it right after this turn. Oh no, and Clan Rictus is heading into the mountain range now. Clan Ishin is reaching out. Please be a peace treaty, little guys. Does this have anything to do with the fact that I am right outside your capital right now? That wouldn't have anything to do with that, right, guys? I would like to counteroffer for more money because I am sick of Skaven. Thank you. Kolek's back. Yeah, he's immediately going to trespass on me, isn't he? He might actually be going around. How nice of him. Wow, Kolek. And Grimgore approaching was enough to make this Skaven change his mind. And he's actually cornered there. We might be able to catch him.
You dare approach me.
I hope this is good news. Right, my little beastman?
Milk will be eating your guts.
No, they were my friends. All right, they've declared war. It's just a small little beastman tribe. I don't know why they're mad at me. I thought we had a good thing going. It's just going to be more of a nuisance than... Never mind. They're dead. Abominations, no! No, I liked what we had going here. This was a good relationship.
Your guts tonight.
I'll pay you. I'll pay you to not do it. All right. Well, as that turn rolled over, we officially made it into the last 100 standing factions. There's 98 left. The Abominations and those nomadic dudes were both destroyed in the same turn. I don't even know how these guys died. Well, Ugrock is not in the best of spots here, is he? If I leave this settlement here, we're going to lose it. If I push out, these guys are going to run away or double team me. So maybe it's time that we start our plan. Although, you know, I could move this way. Losing the city is easier than losing my units. This would at least be our escape path. If they march out to fight me, I'm pretty sure I can kill them, but we are plagued, so that is going to hurt us in the long run. Speaking of plagues, we should check in with Kugath and see how he actually feels about me, because he is expanding his territory quite a lot. We could be friends with him.
My Hessian sacks.
And to be fair, he's at war with the same factions we're already at war with. I didn't think I'd be saying this. I don't want your plagues, Kugath. I just want your help. All right, bud? You can have military access too. That feels weird. Woo! I hope I don't regret that one. That one feels really strange. Now, that might actually help with Kolek up here. You see, that is improving. I don't know if he's actually friends with Kugath or not, but for the time being, he is liking us. So our borders are actually becoming more secure. Zoc Spider Killer is within range of the Baleful Hills. Can we get Argor there if we march? Indeed we can. So Argor is going to step on the bridge, and then Zoc is going to lead the charge, taking the battle directly to the remainder of the western provinces. With the assist, that's a decisive victory. We will gobble that right up and occupy this as well. I was hoping that would be the end of the faction. Is that their last settlement? Wait, I think it is. They're taking attrition damage now. Every single turn, what is left of this army is going to bleed out. So victory is almost completely assured. Whoa, the nomadic beastman actually has a lot of territory by the looks of things. Or he just took specific ones. I'm not sure. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I can reach out to that faction at all. There's a nomadic beastman that starts over in this area that donates all of the cities he takes to this faction. So I wonder where he's at. Wonder where he's hiding. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to be his enemy because these guys are best friends with the northern provinces. We're going to start sending Artiful of Teeth back towards the desert as well. It's going to take several turns to get him back to a spot where he can help defend, but we will try to do that. As relations continue to improve with Kugath, we can use him to help defend this area as well. And we might be able to call on these guys. No, still not building too fast to help us defend as well. I might be able to request an army from these dudes, and that could go a long way, but we might be kind of far away from that. Grimgore is advancing on back the lethal. He's slightly out of my range, but I do not believe he can go around that city. This guy can underway, so I hope he isn't just sending me for a loop at the moment. Grisguts is going to continue to head west as well, marching through the mountains. With any luck, we'll be able to cut off this Clan Rictus advance by reinforcing the Valley of Honor. And it feels so good to have armies moving back to the west again. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Man, they're just so elusive, and they're swarming me. I hate this. Oh, when Clan Rictus is finally able to take that building that they have been encircling. This one says close defeat, though. I wonder... Wait, don't Skaven show up in the middle of the city? How is that close? Okay, so it does seem like they are out of the city. They do have a lot of big, scary units that could do a lot of damage to us. If we hold this, what's the line of sight of our towers? So that would give us some damage there. Let me put a melee unit on that and not a ranged unit. If we can put a melee unit here, that means our archers have better line of sight for actually shooting at the enemy leader. I want to be very clear, I do not think I can win this battle. The point is to do as much damage as possible to this Skaven army so they stop being such a hindrance, and then hopefully I can retake some of these buildings in the future. That being said, this doesn't look like it would be too difficult to swarm and just try to potentially take out some of the leadership while the rest of the army does what the rest of the army is going to do. And there you have it. We lost another building. Took a few casualties with us, but nothing they won't be able to recoup in literally seconds. And it's not even ending there, as they also dive into the Valley of Horns. Reinforcements did not get there in time, and Clan Rictus is rapidly expanding. Wait, Belagar! Where is he going? Yes!
You tear apart.
Clan Ferric! Call it off.
I don't like what you say.
Wait, don't call it off.
We'll be eating your guts tonight.
Clan Ferric, I'm taking my territory back. There is no peace treaty. Clan Ferric, I tried to be nice to you. You think this is gonna stop me, Clan Ferric? You know who's right behind you, right? Faction destroyed. The western provinces are no more. And soon, none of our money's going to be anymore either. With all of these hits to our cities, we have lost so many funds, and we're going to have to do a lot of fighting to get that back. Grimgore approaches back the lethal. It says decisive victory. I see why, but I need to learn more about my opponent. All right, boys. The plan's fairly simple. We got a big line of orcs, and we're going to run it at a big line of rats across the battlefield from us. I do have some flankers set up to move across their left side and hopefully move in behind them. There's their leader right there, rummaging around on a big old rat. And it looks like they do have quite a lot of firepower with them as well. I know Skaven have very low leadership, and they have a lot of ranged weapons. And I don't know what variety of ranged weapons they have, but I'm already seeing a ton of different types. Hopefully that means our flankers will be effective, although if they get straight line of sight, we're going to be in trouble. Another thing to remember, we saw them summoning in new Skaven to fight. I don't want them to do that to my catapults if I leave them alone. So we're going to leave back one of our leadership just back here with the catapults to make sure that they are watched over. Other than that, we are still under wall, so that is going to be coming from the left side as well eventually, but I'm not really counting on that for the win or anything. Our army is marching forward. I think we're going to be hit by a ton of stuff. So as we are advancing, I would like to try and summon in some of these small little spiders just to take some of the attention away from us. Our rogue idol is throwing some big old rocks, and they are hitting the front line hard, actually. I'm going to need to just relocate this as they've advanced up a little too much. We're almost in range of our enemy. I wish I knew what the range of this spell was. I guess I do. Yeah, I'll just put it right here and then fall back and then walk back to it. Grimgore is in the front, and he's going to head straight for that evil Skaven that's been rummaging around on this rat. Now, we do have a new ability with our armor that I want to see. It's an explosion. Yes! that also gives me a big armor burst after it's over. Okay, let's do a quick pause and just take a look at what we're actually seeing. So these are like the Iron Drakes from Dwarves, Warp Fire Throwers. These will do friendly fire damage, so if there's any way I can make these guys shoot with their allies in the way, that could be really effective. I don't know what Grimgore's fire resistance is like. We're going to need to get damage on that quick. Our flankers are coming down the hill, and they're going towards rattling guns. These are a, like, crosshair. So it's a weapon team. Yeah, it looks like a few rats all helping them to get set up. Meanwhile, our flanking team is running directly into some rattling guns. These guys are very high ranked, which is kind of scary. I think they're just about to start mowing me down with machine guns as we're coming down the hill, and they have pretty good line of sight to do exactly that. I mean, other than these, the melee units seem like they're literally just falling apart. Like, I haven't even really started fighting these, and they're already missing huge chunks of health. I know that has to do with attrition in the battle from before. But that one rock throw from this dude back here did so much damage. He's actually stuck in melee right now. They haven't summoned any units behind us, and the Arachnid is hitting the front line. Skaven have very poor leadership, so anything that can cause terror should send them running to the hills really quickly. We have 30 seconds on our next summon. This might be too dangerous because I'm a very big target, but I'm trying to get my Arachnid to the back line just to get some damage on these flamethrower units. It seems like those little spiders that we summoned in were actually very effective. Oh, wow, and you see that leadership problem already. Boys, we just got started. Where are you going? I was trying to learn stuff. Come on. I am kind of learning. Grimgore is taking a fair amount of damage from these rattling guns. So if you can't jump on these quickly or make them reposition, you might be in a lot of trouble. Oh, we have an eruption, but it's not on my back line. We're fine. We are most definitely going to eat the captives. Not because I needed to, because I wanted to. Definitely because I wanted to. Well, with our buildings lost, we can't really afford what we're recruiting here. I'm going to get rid of a lot of these renown units that are kind of quirky. That just saved us 800. That just saved us a few more hundred. Now let me stop recruiting these, merge these two armies together. That will give them some siege capabilities. And then I guess we'll get rid of Uglok the Horrible. Actually, which one of you is a higher level? You're level 2. Okay, we're going to do everything we just did, but in opposite order. Now, Uglok the Horrible is the one with the army, and we'll just get rid of this level 2 leader. He's okay. We summoned in that guy to help us defend against Kolek, but Kolek is definitely our best friend right now. That's what all these numbers tell me. So now we just cut down our army costs quite a lot, and now we can march this guy west to give more punishment to Clan Ferric. These are their capitals up here, so if I can go north and get on the other side of those walls, I think these rats may have their days numbered indeed. Now let's not forget where the rest of them crawled off to. We have a Clan Ferric rat hanging out in the Falls of Doom, and Grimgore begins to move that way. Argor and Zuck Spider Killer are guys that have been pushing east relentlessly. Well, really don't have too much to really push against anymore. I could start to run these guys north to eventually meet up with Kolek's lands again, and that might be in my best interest. If I can get Kolek and Villatich to be on my good side, then our northern border would be defended for the first time. Best way of doing that is going to be killing their number one enemy. If we double click on Kolek here and then go to the diplomacy tab on the right, you can see the only two factions he's at war with are the two factions north of us, and we can definitely use that to our advantage. So Argor is going to head towards Zinwu and just try to retake that. I don't think it's Skaven occupied at the moment. That's a building that Kugath kind of attacked. There is a settlement just above me. I mentioned this, I believe, in an earlier video, but this is a nomadic beastman. I may have said it in this one. I'm not sure what their defenses are like. I never experienced that. I was just roaming around taking stuff over when I played as that faction offline. Meanwhile, to the west, we have Urgok retaking the Black Iron Mine from Clan Moors. Decisive victory. They are currently sprinting full speed away from me. I'm going to occupy this, but I'm going to gift Karak Azul to our next door neighbors. I simply do not want to look after this anymore, so they can have it, quite frankly. If you want to pay me for it too, that would be great. Yes, and I need money, dude. I need money so bad. Thank you. Okay, that actually buys us a lot of time. And we might be able... This might be a silly play because we don't know where Clan Rictus really is, but we might be able to upgrade our southern recruitment area to be a greenskin stronghold. It's going to give us even more money, even more growth, and allow us to recruit rogue idols in the south eventually. Once we're there, the Sentinels has been taken, so there is a chance that they continue marching on this, but we do have reinforcements in the mountain range to the east, although it is a bit further north.
This is my land.
Grizguts can move towards Karak Azorn. That means the Valley of Horns is where that Skaven is, and we can start to retake some of that territory soon. We've also been trying our best to get Artifullateeth back home for the exact same task. So, Skaven are taking lots of land from me, but we're moving reinforcements over to hopefully stop it. And Kugath's here. Kugath really likes me. Wonder what happens if the rats attack this, they lose it, and then I take it back. Could I sell it back to them? Is this how we're going to solve all of our money problems? I did all my upgrades. We're going to roll this over to turn 90. But our long campaign victory target is right here. I was thinking about just reaching out through this. And I wanted to declare war. Yeah, I want to declare war. The Crooked Moon will like that, because they're already at war with them. And then, that means that they'll probably have better relations with me, and we can just expedite our relationship getting a little bit better. Hey, Crooked Moon! Join war against... Absolutely. Can you pay me? Pay me? Yeah, okay. Sounds good. I wonder if I just took all of their money by trading that settlement. Uh-oh. I hope trading that settlement didn't mess up their recruitment capabilities. I was really counting on these guys. Faction destroyed! Belagar killed Scabby Eye! Wait, does that mean I won? Does that... Wait. Wait. I think that means all I have to do to get my victory. Let me check. I'm sorry, I'm excited. I can't click on anything. I think that means all I have to do to get my victory is take over 14 more settlements. Well, boys, this win is definitely in the bag then. Grimgore is going to march north towards the Falls of Doom. I think it's just out of my range, unfortunately. There's some Skaven hiding inside, and I would love to attack them, but it doesn't look like I'm able. We are going to march stance off to the west to continue to apply pressure to Clan Ferric. These are their 2 ruins in the region, and then they have the ones north of me. We can wipe them out of there relatively quickly, I hope.
What you want?
Grizguts is going to march to the Valley of Horns. Can he do that? No, it looks like we're going to walk there. And we will attack that next turn. We do see some Clan Rictus units running away. Actually, Kugath attacked these guys in between turns, which is very, very good for us. We're also still marching Artifullateeth to the west to get out of this area and back into the desert to help us as fast as he can. So our units are in motion. I'm going to send Uglok back into the desert as well. We can get him fighting Clan Rictus and leave Clan Moors doing whatever they're doing for the time being. Now, over here, Zuck Spider Killer is going to take the first steps in this conflict and attack Tai Zu. We are declaring war on the northern provinces, not because I want them dead, but because people who want me dead want them dead. This is going to be a decisive victory as we walk up to their first city and occupy this. They have 10 more settlements over here in this region somewhere, and we just have to find them. There's, of course, one above us. I am also interested in finding out what happens if I attack that wandering nomadic tribe and their cities that they leave behind, because those could be very easy wins, potentially. Just auto-resolve like we just did. It's just going to be garrison defenses. They can't make units to occupy them. Does that make sense? I don't know if I ever explained that correctly earlier. This guy is still mad. He's getting stronger by the second. He does like me, though. It is improving. I'm going to send him another gift just to be sure it keeps going that way. And I'm going to keep attacking his enemies to make sure it keeps going that way. Clan Moors is taking the slump pit, and I'm not in the area to stop them. Oh, as Clan Rictus attacks my settlement, it's a Pyrrhic victory. You better believe I'm going to take that. I'm also going to take some extra money, too. Our economy is basically frozen with all of the upkeep from our armies. Clan Rictus did manage to run away from Kugath, and hopefully we can take that city behind them as their army is retreating. Wow, dude, Belgar has 4 marching armies all in one city. 4 marching armies all in one city. And as turn 91 begins, only 92 factions remain. We are thinning the herd quickly here. Let's go ahead and wrap up this session. This will be our last turn here. Looks like we're just going to be taking over a few settlements as we walk north. We're going to continue to send Zoc Spider Killer towards our adversaries, but I might actually stop in and see what this place is all about. Actually, not too sure how to get there. So let me make sure I can. Oh, I do not have military access with Kolek. So I guess I'm going to find a way around. Do I have military access with you guys? Not yet. Oh, man, my God, this guy is getting so strong. He's moved up in the rankings like crazy. Art of Full of Teeth has almost made it back to the desert. We have free access through Kugath lands, although I wonder if he's going to hit him with some plagues on the way in. For instance, I'm suffering attrition damage here. I'm pretty sure that's our neighbor's fault. Wonderful. Grisguts will move into the Valley of Horns. This should be easy to take, as that's a just garrison settlement that's already been hit by Kugath. They were already weakened. Down the hill is one of Clan Rictus's units, but I'm not going to be able to reach them. Grimgore is going to walk into Clan Moors. Actually, this is Clan Ferric, and take down their city. That was just the garrison here. They grabbed this as they were moving to the south. And that's not all we're doing at Clan Ferric this turn. We are also going to move into the Great Skull Lakes and take that over as well. If I am correct, I think I've been keeping a pretty close eye on Clan Ferric. They have 2 settlements left, and I believe, maybe 3, is this cluster right here. Yes, indeed, that's the case. They spent so much of their resources just walking into me, and now they're going to pay the price. However, Clan Eshin still does exist by some of my territory. They're on our side because we're friends with those Dark Elves. We need to get this wrapped up before this deteriorates anymore. I'm even going to pay them and make sure that we stay on their good side. And we also have a peace treaty. The last thing I want is to lose this territory so far out of my way that I'd have to go gobble it back up. We're also going to send some money to our old friend Kolek. He's a lot cheaper now. I wonder why. And to finish off our session for today, the last thing we're going to do is simply move Ugrok east. We're getting him out of this mountain range that he's been stuck in for many, many turns. and hopefully just reinforcing our push to retake the desert here with some of our allies that have been moving west. I feel like we are closing on the end of this campaign pretty quickly. I still have 1 or 2 surprises up my sleeve for you guys that I hope you look forward to, but things are going pretty well. How long that continues that way when Belegar is marching so many armies east is anyone's guess. But the Crooked Moon has been doing pretty well for themselves so far. I'm sure that'll hold.